Given a choice, would you rather be Anon or famous? The misconception is that fame is equivalent to success. But what if you could be successful but also be anonymous? Social media and modern internet has stripped a lot of our personal privacy away. Everyone pretty much knows what everyone is up to out there. And we have said as a society that this is okay to a certain extent. So now let's define a few things. Let's define anonymity as an unknown identity or a figure that may or may not have public attention. And an anonymous person could possibly be someone we just don't know at all, or it could be some person or idea that we know about, but we have no idea who is behind the scenes. And this could be like the the famous Anon group that's supposed to be a hacker group that reveals a lot of secrets about the world. The second definition we're gonna talk about is fame. So famous is a well-known public figure with more than average public attention. So these are your very, very famous business people. These are your very, very famous like athletes or entertainment people as well. Why does any of this matter? Let's talk of multiple identities using social media as a huge example. Let's say Jimmy. Jimmy has a LinkedIn profile as a social media account for his career. He's, a person that's just graduated from college, ready to take on the workforce. So he makes a LinkedIn account. So this is his career public facing identity. So this is who Jim is when it comes to the job market and how he presents himself and how he's reaching out to people, his previous experiences. All of those things are in that one network. His old bosses or his co-workers or his peers that he was in school with, his network generally is reflected in that LinkedIn account. So now next we're going to talk about Instagram, for example, a different social media platform. And this one is generally geared towards more of a acquaintance / friendship that you have out there with people out there in the world. Could be your friends, for example, or maybe some of your family too. But essentially this account is just for Jim to show his life or what he has an idea of his life looks like to his friends, or just share some moments, things that he finds interesting with a certain audience of people that may fit the friends or acquaintances and people that you may know category. Next, we're gonna do a third one just for fun. We're gonna do Facebook. So for example, Jim uses Facebook predominantly for his family members. So maybe Jim has a lot of uncles and aunts, and he's using this Facebook account to keep track of his family because he's able to see their profile really easily, whatever the case may be. So those were just 3 examples right there of multiple identities and how we use different pieces of current media and social networks. This obviously could translate to real life relationships and identities, or it could not, depending on the person out there. Everyone pretty much has a different experience, but I would rather believe, or I think that there are people that see both sides of this. So it's an idea that does exist. We live in a world where political correctness is important, and it's an environment where a lot of people cannot afford to make a mistake, especially a public one, which is what makes this conversation about anonymity and fame really, really interesting. Because, for example, taking Jim, for example, posting a drinking or smoking picture of himself or clip or video on LinkedIn would probably get him fired the next day he goes to work, because we know that is not acceptable work behavior or a way of portraying yourself or portraying that identity, because that could reflect back on whatever entity you are part of when it comes to work. Or it could not, depending on, again, the culture of the work environment and the job that you're with. But essentially, we do have a very, very professional looking, a lot of businesses out there in the world that are very, very professional in terms of their the way that they portray themselves to the world. So you probably would be getting fired if you're Jim in this position. So this overall puts us together in a situation where we are certainly juggling a lot of different identities. In a sense, from day to day, we kind of shift and play different roles where we're at. And this is just to say, this is how social dynamics kind of works. Usually, a lot of people are not the same person when they move from aspects of their lives to other aspects. And this could be seen easily from like going from a work environment to a family environment to a going out environment with your friends. So those are completely different environments. With that said, would you rather be a successful Anon where no one knows who you are and all we see on your Twitter is OX44937 and that's all we know about you? You're just, random out there. Or would you want to be a successful, famous person where everyone knows who you are? The minute you show up to your house, you got 10 people waiting in line for your autograph and they love you. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear some of your thoughts. Anyway, it was your boy Elijah. Thank you for watching. If you like this, make sure you smash and destroy the like button. It continues to help me make dope videos like this. And if you're new here, make sure you check out the subscribe button. It's gonna keep you around the fam, so you don't wanna miss anything we have coming in the future. Anyway, it was Elijah again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Don't think that I'll make it, then you better place your bets. Man, I feel so blessed, but it has been me in the end.